What a match. What a match. Manchester right now it's blue. Manchester City have thrashed, have dominated, have massacred Manchester United right now in this game. 6-3, and the scoreline does not reflect the gulf between these two teams. It's just crazy. It was men versus boys, definitely. It was men versus babies, because Manchester City was so good. And actually, to be fair, yeah, Manchester City were very good, but Manchester United's defense was abysmal. It was horrendous. They were, maybe it's because of Haaland's insane ability. We have to give credit to Haaland and the other City players as well. But I saw that Manchester City players had insane amount of space and time. Like if you uh, go back to the first goal, right? Uh, what's Bernardo Silva, was it? Yeah, he had so much space in the left wing, and then so he got the ball, and then all he had to do was pass the ball into the box, and Foden scored. And there was so much space for the Manchester City players. And don't get me wrong, that Foden finish was top class, but you cannot afford to give Manchester City players that much space and time. And then, uh, yeah, so that was the first goal, and then the second goal, Haaland again, not properly marked. He got a clear header and he scored. He scored the second goal for Manchester City, and yeah, a brilliant header from Haaland. And that third goal, basically Haaland's second goal. Oh, that was that was just beautiful, beautiful goal. It was beautiful pass from Kevin De Bruyne, and then that level of athleticism from Haaland. It was at least a yard or two away from him, and then he stretched his legs and managed to get enough power to beat David De Gea. It's crazy. That's why that second goal was just insane. Was on another level, and that's why Haaland is the is like one of the best strikers right now. That goal, it shouldn't have gone in. I have no explanation how it went in, no idea. How did he generate that power to beat David De Gea? He was sliding, right? And he was stretching, he was sliding, and he still managed to score. I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe of Haaland right now. And I'm a Liverpool supporter, but what we are witnessing right now, it's just crazy. It goes beyond rivalry, right? What Haaland is doing in the Premier League right now. Truly, he's made the Premier League a farmers' league now. It's a one-team league. Manchester City, you've got the title, and I hate to say it because Liverpool, for the past few years, have been competing with Manchester City, but Liverpool at this moment right now, we are struggling, and so I really don't see this Manchester City dropping many points. Of course, we said that about this team last year, and World Cup. This is a World Cup year, and anything can happen, right? I know, but the way things are going right now, Manchester City seem unstoppable. They seem unstoppable. At best, you can maybe, if you score enough goals, maybe you can uh, you know try and draw, because 99.99% Manchester City will definitely outscore you. Manchester City's defense right now is a little weak, and it is their Achilles heel, right? Because their defense right now is not great. They conceded 3 goals in this game against the Manchester United team, who weren't at the best at all. And okay, we can argue that the game was done and dusted, and Manchester City players lost their concentration and allowed United to score 2 goals. Yes, we there is an argument for that, but still, they conceded 3 goals against Newcastle. They conceded a goal against Aston Villa, and that match was a 1-1 draw, right? So the only way I think you can beat City is if you score, if you score, right? If you can score and contain De Bruyne and Haaland, and that is a tall order, especially Haaland because his movement inside the box crazy. It's it's just out of this world, and De Bruyne's delivery is just on a level of its own. One of the best. He's one of the best midfielders ever in the Premier League, if not the best. He's one of the best. I think I saw a stat that he has broken the record for most assists for a midfielder. If I'm not wrong, he's assisted 94 times in the Premier League. He's truly the assist king of the at least the modern era of the Premier League. And with Haaland, you know, waiting to receive his crosses, it's a very powerful duo and very difficult to contain. But we've got to find a way because if we don't, it's over. It's already over. If we're not able to find a way to contain these two, it's done. So yeah, Manchester City, what a great performance! But it was a great performance. But I don't want to, you know, give the full credit to Manchester City because Manchester United also played a part in this disastrous result for Manchester United. This was a disastrous result, and they were certainly responsible for it because they allowed so much space to these City players. It was crazy. And if I remember the last 2 goals, right? So the fifth and the sixth goal, so many goals, I've lost track. But yeah, the fifth goal, which Haaland scored, right? That was so similar to the first goal. Like they should have learned from their mistake. But again, Haaland unmarked in the box, and he received the ball from the wings where there was so much space. That to the left wing, right? There was the ball was crossing from the left wing where there was so much space, and then Haaland, who was almost completely unmarked, he scored his third goal. It was so simple, and the sixth goal, the goal that Foden's hat-trick goal, that was criminal. That was truly horrible defending. There were 4 or 5 players in between Haaland and Foden, and still, all Haaland had to do was pass a simple through ball to Foden, and then suddenly he was one on one with the keeper, and there was no one marking him. That was such a horrible goal to concede, and it truly reflected Manchester United's performance. So while Manchester City played at a very high level, Manchester United's defense was shambolic, and they deserve to be criticized. They do. Uh, the back four, everybody was like, "Oh, Lisandro Martinez will pocket Haaland." Didn't happen. Haaland scored a hat trick. Foden scored a hat trick. I mean, you've got 2 players who scored a hat trick. I don't remember the last time that this happened. I'm sure it might have happened in the Premier League, but it's very rare. Like 6 goals scored by a team is already it's a rare thing to occur, and then on top of that, 2 players scoring a hat trick in the same game. It's I don't know if that has ever happened before. But anyways, with this performance, Haaland has scored his third hat-trick. He scored 14 goals for City in the Premier League. 14 goals in 8 games. That's insane. 3 hat-tricks. He scored as many hat-tricks as Ronaldo in the Premier League, as Lampard in the Premier League, and he has only played 8 games. This team, man, this this player, Haaland, it just I'm in awe of him. And yeah, I know he plays for a rival, but you've got to respect. You've got to respect him and his footballing ability. Anyways, so with this result, Manchester City are just 1 point behind Arsenal again. And yep, I'm scared what the City team will do to this our Liverpool team. So right now, this Manchester United performance, it's kind of cheered me up because of the results of the last night's game. So I was a little bit down, but this result, right, this Manchester derby result, is cheered me up because at least I can poke fun at my friends who support Manchester United. But uh, yeah, I'm scared what City will do to us because our defense is shambolic, right? And Haaland will just tear us apart. So yeah, we need to get our act together because we'll face Arsenal next week, and then after that we'll face City. And I think we'll face City at at Anfield. So oh no, we can't lose at Anfield, man. That we can't do that. So I'm scared. Let's see what the future holds. But right now, City seem unstoppable, and let's see what happens. Anyways, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, please consider pressing the like button. And if you want to see more content from this channel, consider subscribing to this channel. It will help me out a lot. Anyways, with that, I'll sign off, and yeah, take care.